here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Check out who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio. Fires the three, and he gets it to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at
Omaris. I mean, that was a freebie.
And the pass to Green. Off the screen, and another good back. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin will see how successful they are.
Thank you, Doris.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we see about him a lot. Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Williams dishes to Randall. Hayward kicks to Randall. Outside Williams. And right away,
he fucking picked me.
Williams has got 5 points so far. Shorty, the pass to Ezeli. Here's Shorty. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Williams attacking.
Goodie.
They get it again.
That's a walk.
Great D that time from Leonard.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Shorty. He's guarded by Williams. Top of the key, Ezeli. Spurs passing it around.
Let's go.
And Leonard gets it to go.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. You take a look at Green. Such quick hands. Second in the NBA.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
And at shooting guard is where you'll usually find the team's best defender, and this group illustrates that clearly and perfectly. These fellas
you got it.
Ball D that you'll see in the NBA. Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Outside Aldridge. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 10. Hayward goes in. Williams kicks to Baines. The feed now to Williams. Shot clock at 5. A.J. Hickson pulls it in. Spurs have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Shorty, the pass to Aldridge. Nobody near Leonard. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Let's go.
That's now 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Shorty. The three-pointer, no good. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Williams with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Baines. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Spurs leading by 13. Pass to Hickson, and Leonard has it in the corner. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Leonard's got 11 points.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
Oh, come
I
on.
think the offensive
Charge
game
all
plan they
day.
came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Hayward kicks to Williams. Knocks it loose. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Williams with the block. And they'll keep possession. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on development.
I just want to get better.
Well, the desire is there. Checked in for Derek Favors. The Spurs also with the sub. Shorty, he's checked in for Daniel Green. On the floor for San Antonio, Shorty, he's in at point guard. Azealia is out there with Allen. Then there's Brown, and it's Smalls in at the 3 slot.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He ended up with 38 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
For the Jazz, Lyles check in for Randall. Hayward comes in for Hill, and it's Williams in for Nick Colathis.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Pass to Lyles. Hood kicks to Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 10 points.
Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Greg. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that 3 of his own.
4 on the clock. Here's Shorty. And again,
Go.
it's San Antonio with a 3.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
What up? That was on you were lowered down.
Williams kicks.
Yeah, I'll play.
To Hayward.
I'm about to ask out in a minute, in 4 seconds.
Come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shorty, and again it's San Antonio with a 3.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all, just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
Right wing, here's Hood, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Utah. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing them out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
That's good. That's 12 points for Lou Williams.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Shorty. Off target from 3-point range. Hayward outside. Back to Williams. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 14 points for Williams.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And
let's take them back.
Yeah.
Hold on, Frank.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay, I thought
Monday.
he said Monday.
Like mundane Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, J.J. Hickson. He's a guy getting integrated right now, still settling in with his new team.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's the guy that...
Switch here. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dishes to Stauskas. Pass to Shorty. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And that's a big...
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Spurs out in front, running away with it. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And they're also clicking at the free throw line, not wasting any of those opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Brooks is out there with Tyreek Evans. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Jang in at the power forward. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Move the ball.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
Brooks kicks to Zhang. Evans outside. Zhang with the screen for Evans. Pass to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Brooks with no one around. Have the space there, but it's offline.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Evans kicks to Zhang. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And it's Evans in the corner. Back to Anderson. Here's the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. 5th best, Kawhi Leonard.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it, but they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
From outside the arc, 3 ball falls through. Another from Shorty. Shorty's got 13 points in just this quarter. In the corner, it's Gordon. They get it back. Sanders. That's good.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
So both teams making some changes here. Back to Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. A nice shot by Aldridge.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Outside, Davis. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. The feed to Dunley. Davis up top. He kicks to Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here. They're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry. You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Shorty. Davis sets a screen. And Holiday kicks to Dunleavy. Here's Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Move the ball.
Here's Shorty. Good D by Holiday.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside, Davis. With the shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Three-pointer, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Shorty. Shorty's got 21 in the game.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. There's the three. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Kicks it to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dunleavy. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Now the pass to Smalls. Here's Shorty. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Spurs opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich is strong.
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game, and we're going to keep them there. On offense, we couldn't have been better. Ideal.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this.
Jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, baby, slow down.
got to be better at containing the basketball. Let's set up in some one-on-one full court. You know the drill. Intend.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he could score. And
welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. The Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against the Bulls in Chicago.
Right, ready to go? And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Azealia is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Shorty in at the point guard position.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And he gets it to go.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to Orlando.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad.
6 seconds left here in the first quarter. Marshall got it off in time, but it's... And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on the... Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does...
That's so interesting to find out. Some players, you know, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. And others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
Noel is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Atkins in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Ilyasova against Leonard. Over in the corner, Marshall. 6 to shoot. The pass to Atkins. Right wing. Here's Adams. They get the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
The Spurs have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. The 76ers trail by 10.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running through Shorty. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Second shot opportunity, and Noel lays it up and in. Noel's got 6.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
For the 3.
Not as much success from behind the arc right now. I'd expect them to try to work the ball inside a little bit. I mean, it's one thing to knock down threes, but when they're not falling, I think you've got to go inside a little more as the game goes on.
Aldridge is screening. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Smalls. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And the Spurs lead by 11.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost them.
Passes it to Shorty. From deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
46 seconds left to play in the first half. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
To the paint. Here's Noel. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the 76ers making a change here. Anderson's checked in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 10 points for him.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.